So the Super Sixes, even though there's only 4 of them. So you got Steve Heath, who's the organizer. His better half, Paul, and the famous Al. And a kite, which we can't really see. So, first round of the Super Sixes. Happy days. I've drawn peg 9. Couldn't have really asked for a better peg, to be honest. This is an exceptionally great peg in the winter. I believe just because it's widest peg and the fish just seem to back off, got more room to back off, and it's just like F1 heaven. And also in the summer it's pretty good, well, very good, because obviously being a wide peg and that, it's just got more scope. So I felt that I was definitely going to have to fish shallow, maybe catch on pace for half an hour, and then the rest of the match is going to be catching shallow. Well, that was the plan, and it didn't go to plan at all. Because there's a lot of little carp in the lake at the moment, which don't count, so the little tiny ones you've got to put back. So for those that don't know, you catch a tiny carp like half an ounce, you are allowed to swing it and then just put it straight back, because obviously tiny fish putting a keep net ain't going to be ideal. So for just fish welfare, just please, if you do fish this late, then, and if you're not aware or didn't listen to the rules or what have you, then please make sure you put them back. So that's why I've opted not to fish like maggots or casters shallow, because I was concerned that it might get bitted out. Started on pace, as you can see, so no big pots, no filling it in, no going crazy, so just like tapping in a few 4 mils, that's it. Put micros in, tend to catch too many small fish and also get silly bites. Don't be feeding ground bait to try and kick it off, like as in big pot of ground bait, load of pellets in it, because that just attracts too many fish in your peg. So literally just almost like the expression starving them on the hook, which I find very difficult to do being fat. So there's the first fish, which is taken, what, minute and 40 seconds. Just beginning to get a tiny bit worried I might not catch short. So I've literally just started a top kit, well, short kit, +1.
Just get a little bit before, can you get a bite short or not?
These short kits are quite long actually, they're about 1.8 meters or something like that. They just fit in the Milo hard case, a long one. So probably about just under 4 meters in total, which is just the bottom of the slope. Now I will warn you, there might be the odd swear word in this video, so I apologise if you're offended by swearing. So if you're offended by swearing, then please stick it on mute or don't watch the video any further. It's not horrific swearing, but I dare say if you listen very carefully, you probably hear some bad language, especially being next to Derek. So I'm just using seafood expander mix. Just use that because it's a nice stiff, you can make it a nice stiffish sort of paste, to be honest. If you fish a light paste with so many fish like piranhas, and I just feel that they're just going to knock it off. Also on this lake I fish it slightly over depth, so I cock the float, so I shot it properly, and that way you just tend to hit more bites. So at the moment it's great, just getting in a bit of a steady routine.
Put pressure on me.
I like sitting on my kit as well, like that, if you notice, so it's under my right arse cheek. Make sure you've got a padded cushion, otherwise you are going to end up breaking your pole.
We're trying to do on the net,
Just saves you number 4 banging on the ground as well. I've got a pole roller as well for my landing net handles. Again, saves it smacking on the ground and stuff. So there's 21 of us fishing. So for those who don't know it, there's 24 pegs on Heron. So peg 12's left out, peg 1's left out, and peg 18's left out. And all the rest of the pegs are in. So it was very windy, so I apologise with the audio, and as you probably guess, this is obviously a voiceover. So just pinging 4mm pellets at the moment. So pinging them about 13 to 14 meters. And you know when the fish are there because they normally just show themselves. So rig wise, just got a 2mm Dan's elastic. Dave Wilmot stuff is just as good, which is green. I'm sure that's the same with the Preston stuff and any of the hydro sort of 2mm. Taking the mickey out of Derek here, saying it's a little fatty like him. Rich coming for me because I'm fat myself. So yeah, so 2mm Dan's elastic. Just fishing 018 main line and an 014 bottom. Size 14 up. And a small piece of paste, probably just a bit bigger than a pea really. Only about like an 8mm sort of piece. Big piece. Don't hit every bite and paste, so obviously the video is not speeded up or edited in any way. Derek next to me caught well on the feeder to begin with. Alan, to my right, he struggled. What do you call it? He struggled to begin with.
Look at that. Caught gudgeon.
So just caught a tiny carp. This is a problem. I think sometimes when you start catching tiny fish, you've got to think about moving. Because the thing is, you think you got that size of the paste. It's just like, I don't know, 8-10mm piece of paste. Happening a few fours. You think there's like loads of fish attacking it.
You can't swing it then.
Even Derek's catching small ones on the feeder.
You can't throw that in your net if you swing it in. Oh,
The swinger.
freaking hell, I'll go shit if I got next to it. They're not saying anything as we're on camera. It'll be no day today, is it?
They're just priming that long line.
Must net everything unless your name's Derek. You're unbelievable, Derek.
Just using a John Walker float. Forgot to mention that. Well, I always use John Walker floats anyway, to be honest.
Bad start for me. What? Bad start for me. Derek's swinging him in here. I'm putting him in his net. Not allowed, you've got to net everything. That's what I said to him. He's disqualified.
He ain't swinging him, is he?
Yeah, he did.
Can't do that, Derek.
It's on camera as well. So when he goes, no, I didn't do it, I'll be like,
Got bloke swinging fish here, Steve.
You see Derek's playing another fish next to me. He's camera shy, so he just said he didn't want to be filmed. Which is fair enough. The pegs might seem extremely tight, but they're obviously pointing different directions, so obviously not the best edge pegs, because you could have a fight with the top gear. But when you fish out longer, then obviously you've got loads of room. So looking back at this, I should have moved. I should have put another section on the field, or maybe fish slightly to my left, because obviously you're beginning to miss bites. And this is the key, really, to catching them extra fish. sometimes actually watching this back myself actually helps me.
Can't talk about Derek like that, Steve. We call him the swinger. Look at Derek.
Just catching small carp,
Swinger.
little mirrors, commons. Don't seem to catch so many paste on the deck, especially on paste or
Luckiest
even
one
pellets or
alive.
anything short.
This is.
So the F1s just seem to be like been up in the water.
I won't be able to contain myself. I'm not even gay.
Have a good sleep at tablet, wouldn't you?
Sorry?
Have a good sleep at tablet.
Yeah.
So I would like you to subscribe to the channel, it helps me out. I could do with some more subscribers, to be honest. So this is speeded up now. So for those who want to watch it, there's another 50 minutes of me actually fishing the match, but obviously it's speeded up. So I did stick it out a little bit longer than maybe I should. Caught another little tiny fish, look. And looking back, I should have put that extra section on, should have gone top kit +2. I think eventually I do it. But I suppose this separates the average anglers like me to the great to the fantastic, I guess. 3 different levels. There's another little fish. So just pecking it. They ain't foul look, these little carp. They're actually hooked in the mouth. The fish are just putting the net there. It's pretty small. It's only probably about 4 to 6 ounce. Finally, use my loaf. Stuff another section on that. And instantly caught a fish, and it's not been primed. I haven't primed it or anything. And in reflection, maybe me feeding this shallow line might have had a detrimental effect on my short line. I felt I would catch shallow here. Even me, not the best of shallow anglers, I still felt I'd catch. Right, I'm going to sign off now. So if you want to watch the rest of the video, that's great. If you don't, then I don't blame you to end it now. Some people like to watch as much as possible. I went out long, tried to catch shallow, didn't. Put some paste long over the top where I'm picking pellets, caught a few fish, but found it was a bit too slow and stuff, which in reflection it probably wasn't, because I had a few bigger fish out long as well. I had a nice like 2-pound ghostie as well. I ended up winning the section, which is great. I had £124. Glenn Picton won the match, standing in for Andy Tuck. He had 131. Alvis had 119, so he won his section. I've put all the weights on now.
Funny.